abusuafo ya ma wakwaba eba ya channel yi so nimdie news said the munimu no authentic as usual na ene Paul Adom Okyere in the books of NDC no omun say the defending journalist na on their lips omun esa ka say the defender to the ruling party His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo eda anono na ode ensembi abeto edwa ne nsema ode beto edwa ne nyina ne se waslami mahama ane NDC on the Supreme Court ruling on Domelovo say bekai Domelovo na Auditor General of Ghana Emma Nana Addo Akufo-Addo Emma no say onko for leave na leave no na unconstitutional enumu enomu de koto the High Court of Ghana and I said the Apex Court of Ghana no ema ruling ebaye na ruling ebaye no ebe che se Nana Addo Akufo-Addo wanfa ekwampa so ene ede sa ruling no ebaye we na Paul Adom Okyere the defending journalist the defender and so akeka no ho na as usual okotena good evening Ghana any program I host to our Metro TV Ghana no eno shase na yehwe ensem na ne background and say Ghana's Apex Court the Supreme Court declared as unconstitutional the directive by President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo in 2020 for the former Auditor General Daniel Domelovo to proceed on forced leave. That is the background to the story. As can be recalled, the president in a letter dated June 29, 2020 and signed by the communicating director at the presidency, Eugene Ahim, that AG was directed to take an accumulated leave. So same way and Supreme Court no edi ruling ba say the Nana Addo Akufo-Addo unconstitutional. Now we and broadcast journalist Paul Adom Okyere and so take the swipe of the former president John Dramani Mahama and Emmanuel NDC over the Supreme Court ruling na far Nana Addo Akufo-Addo directives Domelovo said on proceeding on forced leave no. According to him, the former president and the members of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, have continuously berated the justices of the Supreme Court in the past, but now silent on the court's ruling on Domelovo. Say Bekaya 2020 elections so Mahama anti no ase the NDC party no anti on as into the assembly down the Apex Court that the Supreme Court of Ghana say ruling after say ruling by in favor of the New Patriotic Party the MPP in Semono NDC for Mahama Edel Muni and no Islami and I say can so many words unqualified, unpalatable, unsuitable words editia the justices of the Supreme Court. But we and some Paul Adom Okyere to just say abra Supreme Court ne rule say Nana Addo Akufo-Addo forced leave of the man Domelovo no unconstitutional no because of hypocrisy ain't no former president John Dramani Mahama and the party no silent we and a man no edisa ensem ni nyina ebeto edwa say omu akoso atoso edidi the justices of the Supreme Court no antem especially the communicating director Same Jenfi popularly known as ono ena NPP executives nene NPP groups no they have always been chastising the justices of the Supreme Court concerning the rulings nowadays. But to their knowledge, nanka court no Islami Nana Addo Akufo-Addo no Okyere president no enim no NDC ne Mahama ebeka saye we sema Paul Adom Okyere ede ebeto edwa. The NDC seems too quiet for anybody's liking because you see these are the things we do as politicians. When the ruling comes from court, we must be careful. But when we give these judges so many names, when you lose, you lose. And when you win, you win. And when you keep the sanity or the sanctity of the authority of the Supreme Court intact, that is how we are building a society. Supreme Court is not a name yeboa. it is the Supreme Court of Ghana. Supreme Court is not the justices Tukuno. It is the Supreme Court of Ghana. Nature say we and Sama Paul Adom Okyere His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama any NDC for no as say what the was seven kopie Supreme Court ulusu a walusu it's not about the former Chief Justice Nim Yeboah, because being appointed by the president it doesn't give him the mandate now to rule over for the president. And to we and some Paul Adom Okyere I show displeasure at the actual politician His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and then the NDC party as a whole. The defender, the journalist who wrote a swag name called Journalist Defender. Ninsam and day Actiốn. NDC for the SAR and I was for one take serious. Aha, news.